Hello, Virgo. Welcome. This is going to be your What is Next reading. So, I'm going to pick an image, an arrow image. I think I will choose this one. So, this arrow will show us what is next symbolically. Yes, that's much better. Welcome to your What's Next January 2025, Virgo friends. We are, I think, doing the third series for January. Yes, we have performed Who is Coming Towards You for January and also a business, career, and work reading. Now we will be performing What is Next. So, I'm going to begin this reading with first my Lenormand cards, and then I will add some tarot cards to it. Let's find out what is next for Virgo consciousness. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate with everyone watching. That's why don't forget to check your other placements, or you can ask your personal tarot questions in Caro is answering your tarot question. We can do also one-on-one session there. For information, please check the description box below. We start with the cross. And the next message is the anchor. And we have the star. Oh, okay. Now there are multiple ways to see these cards energies. As this is a general reading, I will try to cover as much as I can with these cards. So, whatever you go through at this time in your life, whether it's a painful situation, something testing your faith, something testing your belief system, your faith into something, um, I think you are going to find some unshakable motivation. Um, of course, this can come with many different developments, but you are going to find that unshakable motivation. And this may I don't want to say hope, but this is more than I think hope. This is something which is gonna connect you um, with it's gonna be a bridge between you and the future, let's say. um and in another um keynote, I feel there is a great stability and safety, uh because you also keep your faith um towards a particular thing. I have to tell you that some Virgos may be interested in uh, like spiritual, philosophical, or maybe religious belief systems. Uh, or you may take something and go with what resonates with you. Um, I do feel like there is this task that you are also wondering if you're gonna keep it in the future times, if you're gonna keep doing that, like how much you will focus on something, and if there is a need to change this later, which can be like a shaking of status quo in your everyday life. Um, but this thing may have been maybe burdensome for you, so you're wondering if this is gonna change. I feel there is this everyday responsibilities, whether private, professional, or um, personal or casual, there is this kind of a everyday thing. But this feels like sometimes maybe like a painful duty, um, that it may feel everything is revolving around that uh, kind of a particular suffering. But there is a very important development here, which is gonna take that mindset, and it's going to like shift it into something I do feel more constructive, because there is this feeling of it doesn't have to be in this way, it can be different. And with this now new train of thought, mindset, hope, with this new development, I'm going to um, have a different experience. So yeah, there is this. This is also a time where maybe some developments will test your again strength and maybe beliefs and feelings, whether it's spiritual, philosophical, or religious. So there is this change. Sometimes you may find like what you have been conditioned to believe, or what you are actually experiencing, like your personal experience, is completely different from each other. So this may really question you with what you have been conditioned to believe. So it can be some kind of a rebellion against that thing within you. There is like lots of um, because there is a conflict in between what you feel is right and what is said like to be true for us by upbringing, education, society. There is this you are in that transitional time. So I think developments, so what we call as this next thing, we're going to disrupt that and gonna uh, we have the star after all. So this is about how you can also reach that a higher mind, a new hope, a new dream, a new sight, a new sight. Maybe this could be a better way to put it. A sight, yeah. It's like you are gaining a new sight, and this is gonna change all your perspective when it comes to maybe a particular also relationship, romantic interest, a endeavor, a pursuit, or that everyday thing you have been keep doing. Um, so you are like no more want to believe what you were like again conditioned to believe. Sometimes that culture's dominant ideologies and how they exposed on us. But there are because this is completely against what you are experiencing right now. That's why your personal experience here will matter most. Okay. Um, and I do feel all these circumstances will bring you a new, yeah, sense of sight, we said, but also there is a new task, a new life task for you developing, and which is a good thing, because it's going to take you away from that cross energy. With that, like with the cross energy, our faith actually suffers because it's been shaken with the circumstances. So there is some kind of a human suffering there. But this is going to, I think, with a new task, mission, it's going to change. Um, sometimes in life, yes, we learn in the hard way. And yes, there is this idea of sometimes suffering and going through lots of difficult things also makes us wiser in life. Um, but it doesn't have to be from we shouldn't be constantly be in that suffering. We have to move forward in order to also learning from the happiness and also joy. Okay, like I think when you consider life's balance in that way, now your next is something leaving that suffering element behind, whether from a particular life circumstance, whether I mean personal or professional or emotional or spiritual, like even hope is not going to be a burden for you even anymore. So you will have that new side, new hope. And there is actually what has been maybe creating that suffering was a visual thinking. Now you will have, as you have the side, you will have things like very being very real, and you see really to think that it's going to go into a better place uh, is like a good way to see also your uh, like real circumstances. You see some hope in something, and this is going to really make you happy seeing that, Virgos. I want to get some tarot cards, and I want to see how the Lenormand energy addresses to your cards. Sometimes, you know, cards, they come in a way and there is a message there. Uh, Sometimes words are just not enough to uh, to describe this energy. But I hope I did my best to pass this thing to you. Okay, so the first message, Virgos, is Ten of Wands. We said about the burdensome thing, that burden of a particular pain, that tasks, everyday thing, right? Ten of Wands, because something becomes hard to carry. Page of Swords, can what is actually challenging to our ideas. Now, there is a critical thing, like it cannot go in that way every day and each day. There is a challenge here. There is also a younger figure in your life. Maybe they are growing, maybe a grandchild, maybe your child, maybe someone that you are responsible for their upbringing. But I don't know, this young person, this may also like challenge with their ideas. There is some critical things. Ace of Swords, I mean, critical thinking. Ace of Swords is they are saying something which may really um, like challenge you in a way. You can start to question some things. Four of Pentacles can be what we do not want to change, but what we also need to change. Because or if this is not some type of a young figure, it can be that that very new idea which is going to bring you aside, and it will challenge some ways. Oh, Ace of Cups, nice. With the, you will find, I think, the emotional motivation, a helping hand, um, like there is no force in that. Mm, you find a particular motivation, and you will be in the that train of thought that you can start changing some things or the way that you do it. Like there is no repeatance here, because I think something uh, as it becomes how to say it, it's going to stop being in the loop. So like you will be out of samsara, let's say. Yeah. So we can say out of samsara for you. This is one way put it. Um, I think your life is gaining a very powerful um, narrative. Like there is definitely something different in this reading. Um, like when we hold so much burden, now we are really gaining this sometimes clarity over our situations, and this really changed everything. I think this is the story. This is how I can sum it up. And you will be very much open to learn new things. Um, you will seek truth. Though, yeah, I mean, there can be a fear of change with the Four of Pentacles there. But this Ace of Swords is very strong. Uh, I don't know if something is going to also motivate you for some financial and material changes, because here there is a maybe financial and material security that you are holding on with the Four of Pentacles. But I think your emotional renewal with the Ace of Cups will be very much a motivation for you to make the necessary changes, because I think all you want is sense of peace, Virgo. Um, like once you surpass the material or mental barriers, or if you can address some barriers, blockages, you can really find also emotional healing in the circumstances, and that can be a new emotional direction and motivation for you in the what is next of your life, I would say. um I think intellectual clarity and emotional fulfillment can really go hand in hand. um and intellectual clarity and emotional fulfillment comes out of that spiritual maybe suffering about something. So like this, something you fear is creating possible dynamics for you in which you will also release the control, and like you will be more open to change uh, in order to also allow opportunities in potentials to manifest for you. Okay, so this is, I think, how we can combine everything. Virgo friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this my cartomancy presentation for you. Again, these are of course general readings, so they may or may not resonate with everyone. You can always check other astrological placements if those are also working. For instance, your rising sign maybe. Or you can join me in Caro is answering your tarot questions, where I answer your tarot question. For information about that, please check the description box below. Speak to you soon, Virgo. Take care and Godspeed. Bye.